Hi guys, Nay here. I've already played a lot of leaders, and this one was always one of the antagonists and one of my first targets. So let's play on the Soyuz difficulty and the massive planet size. This time I'm going with the Slavic Federation. As for colonists, I am choosing scientists. We will have some retrograde thrusters and more area to choose from. And for cargo, or let's take some machinery and a worker unit. I'll play on an arid map of a massive size on a Terran planet type, and resources are sparse or low, minimal as you want it. And I'm keeping the 8 sponsors. As you can see, you can add up to 10 players in each game. It is remarkable that, despite a busy career in space and construction sites, General Kozlov found the time to compose the axioms from the minutes of the Central Directorate. The impressive work stands as the de facto authority for colonial direction. It serves as an early 10,000 word mission statement for the Slavic Federation. The text is used in all levels of education and the most frequently referenced to literature in academic and political discourse. I find it hard to believe. I said sparse resources, not this bunch of resources right in my capital. Where am I supposed to settle? On the spot? Why did I choose retrograde thrusters then? We are definitely going to be coastal. I'm not settling far away. Coast is vital. So are these rivers. This one is especially vital in desert. The floodplains are nice terrain. And this one is acceptable. So let's settle in space. In place. Of course, we are in space. The first build, we already have a worker. The first build, therefore, should be an old Earth relic to get the early culture and perks. As for technology, I would like to go towards chemistry very early for the laboratory and recycler. Let's do that. And there was a resource spot, only one of them up here. Which style are we working? Either this or this. If we build a paddock, we get 1 production. If we build a plantation on the fruit, we get 1 food. Food is more valuable, but since that takes a turn to move, let's make the paddock. And the city works it anyway. Resource at 50 energy, that's the most useless thing around here. Even though we might be able to buy some tile that... Oh, first of our enemies has arrived and has doubled the points we do. So I guess the AI does have slightly more population at the start. Second one arrived a turn later. Third one has arrived pretty close to us. This time in the water, so that's probably Chongsu. I hope so. We might take him out early. Let's build an expedition over here. It will take 10 turns because this one is in forest. Researching in forest takes twice as long as in a non-forested area. As for our second build, we will not have access to settlers anytime soon. Let's go with another explorer then. Fourth opponent, this one is pretty far. And first contact with the aliens, let's shoot them up. And we also got a quest, defeating Hard Society. Professional biologist by the name of Pierre Petril. Why do we have non-Slavic names here? Let's not free the science, apprehend him. And I am to build a recycler building. That's this one I'm researching already. We get the first virtue. And even though I would like to go towards knowledge and field research, let's go in both these trees, but knowledge first so that we get the bonus of 30 science from finishing expeditions. And I don't have to build anything. Let's focus on the agricultural development so that our city grows a little bit faster. Remember, every point of population is worth 1 point in science. And we get 1 free population from the derelict settlement. I was hoping for culture so that I would get more science from finishing expeditions. But no. Never mind. Krabros will be size 4 quite soon. Here we go, 23 research, finished chemistry. If you are exploring and have resource spots around or are researching some projects or ruins, it's always good to have a research that is late or more expensive to be researched. And since chemistry finished, I have to choose between ecology or engineering. And because we have quite a little bit of desert on this arid planet, I'm going choosing ecology. And there is another 23 points of research and 22 points from the quest. And suddenly ecology is only 9 turns away. And a lot of aliens down here because there is an alien nest close by. Let's not hurt them so much early. There's tubers, that's a good sign. I will probably settle a city on this tile. The quest for relic, and we'll get additional culture from relics. Hrabrost finished its growth. I'm not spending 10 turns for in agricultural development. Let's go for the recycler. Additional production, always nice. He has the 7th competitor and one only is missing. Our next virtue will definitely be the field research. 30 science this early on is immense, and I'm hopeful that this explorer finds some expedition site. This one will turn here to Karabrost and back to Progenitor Ruin. What are we working? This tile? Okay, yeah. Food is of course important. And I'm glad I don't have to improve the algae because it's improvement. The workbench gives only 1 energy, while the generator can be placed on resources already, and it gives 2 energy. But I'm going with a farm, and it doesn't destroy the basic resource. That's a good thing. Here's the final competitor, also quite close, but not so close as to be a danger. Resource post gave us 70 energy. 70 is quite nice, but I'm not buying anything. I'm waiting for ecology to finish and ready to take up pioneering for our first colonist. That one can be bought. It's definitely worth buying. Alright, there are alien hydra corals nearby. That's good news. I will have some supply of science in the future. Here's ecology. We have access to vivariums. Let's take that early. And research pioneering afterwards. Here's the continuation of the quest. Beating Heart Society. We can either apprehend or free the engineer, but another one. Let's apprehend him as well. And we need to build 3 soldier units. Anywhere? Anyhow. I don't think a melee ship counts, but we will check that. Quest for recycler, we get 10% worker speed or food. Let's go for worker speed. We'll be improving some of our territory very early. And the farm is here. It's much better than improving the algae with fishing boats or work barge. And the next one will be this mine. There's a good source of aliens in the north and quite a lot of hydra coral. Now I understand why the AI is... Oh, that's a lot of hydra coral. Very nice. Why the AI is keen on doing that, killing all of these aliens. We can develop a virtue. Let's go for might then. Forget industry for now. The commoditization is of course nice, but we will need adaptive tactics, survivalism, and scavenging. Quest Vital Frontier for the vivarium. We can either get 1 science or 1 food. Let's stop the project. Work on food. Hrabrost has 3 turns until growth, 4 turns until pioneering. Let's go for a laboratory. This will give us additional science. We get a station to charter. I don't like any of these, but let's go with Shackleton. And that's a wrong one, because it prevents my settling nearby. Well, I think we can do something about it, because these floodplains are good tiles enough. We don't need to go up here. Of course, the petroleum would be nice. But I don't need any good tiles early. Finished pioneering. We finished the expedition. Here we got 30 science. Alright. And a free level in affinity. Here's an artifact. Fixed position locator. Beautiful. And this explorer will also make an expedition. Let's check the next research. Next research will of course be computing. I am torn between purity and supremacy. Even though I already did it the last run, in the last series, I am going towards supremacy again. Therefore can upgrade patrol boat and soldier. Let's go with stronger when attacking. If we are going to have some and going to be aggressive towards the aliens, let's make it worth it. How about 50 energy? Nice. And some chest set from the old Earth. How about purchasing colonists? 390. I need 50 more. That's a lot. Let's just not do it and produce one colonist outright. I will be able to purchase another.
We've all come a long way.
All right, that's Duncan. He is the one close to me. Found me with a patrol boat. All right then. Why am I always unlucky? I guess that's the YouTuber unlucky. How about adding a personality trait here? I think domestic or military will be the most important ones. Let's go for military. The 5 flat science is added on top of killing alien units with scavenging, which adds up really, really quickly. In that case, I'm going into the militaristic side here. Survivalism is probably the way to go. And we got crashed satellite, 80 production, which is nice towards producing the colonist. Very, very fast. And we could produce another one in 3 turns. Let's do that as well and expand rapidly this time and slowly afterwards. Quest decision for the laboratory. I will take another science from laboratories. And as such, we have upgraded Grabros as much as we could. Let's remove the miasma and build a road to our new settlement, or future settlement, may I say. The next production will be Trade Depot. This colonist will settle around here for the seas. And let's build the colony in the river bend around here. We got 1 soldier unit. I believe that one doesn't count towards... Ah, yeah, it actually does. 1 built. And I will settle the colonist right next to the progenitor ruin. This is a good spot with minerals around. That will be, I believe, mines. And mines are pretty good improvements. They give you additional 2 production early on. And production is king, of course. Another quest decision for Trade Depot. We'll get the 2 energy for trade depots. I think I will pivot a bit for an energy-based economy for a while. And mainly because Uzbek has these amazing tiles with 2 food and 2 energy that can be enhanced. There we met Samata Jamabare. Over here, right, he found Uzbek. And we can get an agreement with him, which would be useful pioneering spirit. And how about we cooperate as well? Right from the start, he has 5 points of respect and fear, and that can work well. A nice find, we found the solar collector for our capital. This will boost our economy massively. I believe 6 energy additional. These are some nice lands down here, nothing special, I believe. The trade convoy, let's grow one of our cities. How about we grow a Uzbek? And once it's finished, we'll grow to Cedric, and after that, probably to Shackleton. In the end, it's not such a bad station that was founded here, even though it prevents me from settling all around here. I might go next to this petroleum and for the floatstone here. However, I have 17 turns until computing, and until then, I can either produce the marines for the quest or gunboats as I want for our focus on the scavenging virtue. And I forgot one thing, that was purchasing the extra colonist here, 390. I could have done that last turn. Let's go south with the colonist. I think a good tile is this Plains River down here. We got research on field theory and 30 science with it. And 91 research in the resource spot. A welcome find. Yeah, Duncan Hughes has the colonist unit, the founding cities immediately. Agreement. If I knew that before, it would be worth it, but now not really. It's 75. I'm not going to take that, especially when I have the agreement from Samatar Jamabare that gives me additional speed in outpost growth. There's an alien scarab. Let's be careful and not move close to it. Farbase 1, also very, very close. The stations can be founded closer to each other than to normal cities, but that prevents me from settling near this petroleum. I don't like that much, and neither do I like this alien scarab nearby, right on the spot where I was to settle. How about we move over here? Perhaps I could settle on this plain style. Or not. I think this is a good one. Let's occupy with a marine. This way the colonist is escorted and safe. Uzbek was founded, but it doesn't have any real production. I think I will have to purchase production, not purchasing any tiles. These are great because of the food. However, I will need a trade depot. The bad thing about vivariums is that it doesn't improve the floodplains, just the plain desert that is outside. But that will be used later. And the trade convoy can now go to Serik. That will grow in 2 turns. Let's establish that and settle Stanimir as well. First gunboat is ready and I will get computing next turn. Let's wait for that and start attacking all these hydrocorals. They will be my source of science for the next foreseeable future. In the meantime, I have 1 turn. Let's go for social development in the meantime. This gives me additional 5 culture, which is a huge amount this early on. Alright, we found some siege worm. Get to build spy agency building. There's the siege worm next to Uzbek. Hrabros will switch to the spy agency. In 10 turns, we will get access to spies, which will fuel us with energy and later with science. And I think I will pick communications just in case. This gives us 196 research. And after that, I will switch over to physics. Physics is good, especially for the dry dock and access to rangers. Let's fire some of these hydrocoral. They are pretty sturdy, they have 40 strength, but they do not attack back. Sarig was founded. Also, build a trade depot. This will supply Stanimir. I will now upgrade my personalized traits. As you can see, the Cosmonaut Legacy here gives us requirements for orbital units reduced by 1 or 2 later, which is a huge boost because you will really not be using any petroleum. That means you don't need any, and you get 4 additional petroleum, titanium, and geothermal for free. This is a huge boost, so you can start building early wonders that need, for example, the geothermal, and you don't even have the technology. And later you have 6, and enough petroleum for any orbital units that you want. However, I will be upgrading the military trait, 8 science for killing a unit in combat, and afterwards the 12. The final one is really nice this early in. That means I can start bombarding these hydrocoral and farm quite some science. This Slavic worker needs to flee from the siege worm. It's moving slowly but surely. Even though it will not go towards this free virtue, I will pick scavenging afterwards, probably going towards industry finally here. But I will get 60 science for destroying alien nests and 100% of an alien lifeform's base strength as science after killing it. When you kill alien hydrocoral, it has 40 strength. That means 40 science right away. And I'm happy to announce that I'm not the last in score. Samatar Jamabare is, because I've expanded quite rapidly. And where did the hydrocoral go? Did it move and heal or something? Ah, here you can see the lowly one has 12 strength, the stronger one has 22, and the big one that has 40 strength. Let's fire down these easier ones then, and afterwards we can go after the stronger ones once we have advanced. The road was destroyed by the worm. it will have to be repaired soon. And the next research, I think I will go towards communications anyway. There is the feed side hub, which will give me, once I have supremacy, pretty nice boost to culture. Even though it is not very important technology compared to the others here, I think it's worth it. Let's shoot down this hydrocoral. Alright, next turn. And here you can see I got 18 science kind of for free with the investment of one measly gunboat. This will give me 18 science as well. 18 science is additional turn. That's a huge boost, I believe. In 2 turns we have the spy agency and can start working hard. And I love the fact that the music changes based on what happens or what you are doing. If you are fighting the aliens, it's this nice action music here. Another turn. We have connected Krabros with Uzbek by a road that will yield us a bit of energy. Here, 1 from Sarik last turn, so I will have probably 4 additional energy here. Oh no, this guy, yeah, Alien Siege Worm, very close. I didn't see that before. Goodbye, Marine. Slanimir was founded. Let's make a trade depot as well. And a trade convoy from Krabros. I could go to Deep Castle. I would gain additional 3 science. And 8, yeah, that would be nice. His capital is pretty developed. I might consider sending all these trade routes to Deep Castle afterwards. But I will send it instead to Shackleton for the production and science. Yep, the Marine was destroyed. Ventured too far. And I think I should build another gunboat down here. Let's set up our covered ups. Increased chance of operation and send Galina to Deep Castle. And Tamari to Magan. Now, do I need to improve Uzbek any? I think I do. Go for another farm. And the city will be set to work on food. No? In that case, work these 2 tiles. Another Doric settlement, abandoned station. And additional 30 science for me. And we are slowly climbing in score. Duncan Hughes is second last now. I can upgrade my personality trait. Let's go for the 12 science. Of course, I can change this later when the, say, 12 science per combat, per killing a unit in combat is not enough. But right now, I will purchase a building. Yeah, that will be a recycler for Uzbek so that it can get its buildings in time. And if anyone here had the free workers, that would be awesome. Let's fire down this hydrocoral. It took 2 turns of communications. A huge amount, I believe. Let's go find some easier targets. These are pretty strong. I will deal with them later. Remember, the perk from Virtues will stay forever. We get 100% of an alien life form's base strength. Right, my agents have arrived. Let's set them to establish network. I want to know what they are doing. Another gunboat was finished. Let's build... let's build another one. I think it's probably a bit more worth than building a network for 3-4 science. It's important that we project some strength and do not come to our allies or enemies as weaklings, so they don't decide to randomly attack us. Sarek finished the first of the trade depots. I will not build the trade convoy. A worker would be really good here. However, an older relic might be much better. And I'll shortly explain why. Older relic means more culture. More culture means labor logistics, commoditization, standardized architecture, and we can build buildings in our that are built in our capital much cheaper in other cities. Let's fire down this hydrocoral. Keep exploring a bit. Probably I should send someone down here. And I can now cancel the agreement here with Samatar. Do I cancel it? Well, it's 3 per turn. I don't think that will help me or save me much time. Let's just go with it. Another 30 science for me. And there are some aliens that might try to attack. Alright, this explorer ventured too close to this alien nest. Let's go away. And someone else is also attacking the hydrocorals. Duncan is researching computing. I already have a computing, so the joke's on you. And this guy is researching power systems. Feed your people, for God's sake. And one of our explorers was killed. Let's withdraw this one as well. So this was not a safe space. The gunboat was damaged. Let's go home instead. And this one will take out the Sea Dragon, saving the NSA cutter and earning me 28 science. Another turn. The early gunboats are not strong enough to do anything. So let's withdraw them. Let's build up the lands around Uzbek so that it grows, even though I am at negative colony health, and the automatic tile assignment system decides that this is the tile to be worked. I override it and decide that it needs to grow. I don't care much about Kravros. I hope it works the good tiles. In Serik there is no good tiles really. Stanimir there is one population, it can work anything. And it decides to work the culture. No, God's sake, feed your people. I'm trying to do just that. And I've got 260 energy, which means I could potentially build a worker. No, 310. Okay, alright, 2 turns or 3 turns. Wait for that. And I finished the gunboat in my capital. 2 turns until growth. What do? Let's build a marine for the quest. Oh, there is an alien kraken that gives 70 strength. Let's try to take it down slowly. It doesn't move fast, so how about we bombard it from afar? It does move far. 2 tiles, that's the range of our ships. But I will try and fire him down anyway. And 310 means I can purchase a worker in Stanimir. Here's another enemy, that's Integra. Very well, nice to meet you. How about we become friends? He's willing to be cooperative. How about that? I can get the additional diplomatic capital from her. And skunkworks may not be bad technologies that unlock units. There's not a lot of them, but they are very useful. 2 culture from strategic resources, science from strategic resources. I haven't used many of those. She is very diplomatically leaning. Perhaps I should have spaced those out for and will probably give me a lot of her agreements if I wanted, and I should have spaced the agreements out so that I would gain her respect for longer. And one of my ships was destroyed. Alright, we got communications. Let's move up here. Fire this guy down. And perhaps next turn I will be able to take it down instead of it killing my gunboat and taking 1 damage. I will end the episode right here. We have expanded a bit. We are not lost in score. And Linebner is up here. She might be the biggest competitor, but for now she is cooperating. I invite you to watch me destroy this alien kraken next time. Thank you for watching and bye.